Louisiana Beer Reviews, Yuengling Light Lager Revisited, introduced at some point in history. They don't say on the website that I could find out. Alcohol at some level, I'm figuring 3.94%. They don't say on the website. 99 calories, they do say on the can and the website. They said they try to make it a light version of the traditional lager. Already poured it, not much of a head in this kind of snifter type glass, which would probably be more appropriate for brandy or cognac. Brandy, it's a lighter amber than their regular beer. A lot of bubble streams. Here's the redwood paneling pint can, and they also use it for the 24-ounce can. Beautiful design. In that video I had made recently, I said that they had replaced this label with that, but no, this is still the 12-ounce can label. Right now they're running 12-ounce bottles of the traditional lager, the light, and the black and tan 6-packs for $5.99 at Mathern's. Okay, that's a special, which they seem to run about every 2 weeks. Guy told me Yuengling's still doing well. It has tapered off since the August 1st introduction, but that's no surprise. All right. Honestly, there's a little sweet, malty roastiness going on here. The taste. Toasted malt. Don't taste any corn or rice adjunct. That's really not that common to taste the corn and rice, like they say on the Moosehead Lager Beer Academy website. The corn or rice is a filler. The adjunct should not present itself in the flavor or aroma. It's usually a mostly tasteless, odorless type of corn or rice that they're using at the breweries. They said, so if you're picking up a lot of corn or rice, that is probably not brewed correctly. This is obviously brewed correctly. It's very light in the body, but it's not super light, ultra light, and totally dull. You know, Beer Advocate says it's poor. It's a D. Rate Beer says it's a 4 out of 100. Monstrously bad. Well, let me tell you, I've had some monstrously bad beers. This is far from monstrously bad. It's light. It's not super flavorful. Nice crisp finish. But to say it's bad, it's a 4 out of 100. That's... I see that's nonsensical. Okay, here we got Carmela hot chicken sausage and bouillon. Now the other one I had was chicken sausage and broth. This is bouillon. I bought this at Winn-Dixie in Miami, Florida, right north of the Miami River, across the river from the Miami Marlins ballpark, by the way. Never had it. Had some other ones. There's no website for this company. All I know is it is from Puerto Rico. The first one I had, I found it was too rubbery. The second one and the second one was pretty good. They were more expensive than the Vienna sausages we get here. Like 99 cents a can, I think. Here, they usually run at Walmart 55 cents, 53 cents a can, excuse me, and up. So, I have some President Brie cheese and some red banana peppers. The Mims Gin, don't know what you think about that. All I know is it's owned by the Sazerac Company of Metairie, Louisiana, and I know that Mims Gin was $6.77 for this bottle, which I'm not going to open because I'm going to give that to someone who likes to buy the value priced gins for mixed drinks, and she says that she finds that they do very well. Especially since she says she doesn't have the income streams to buy the high priced gins. She finds these Only the only gin I've ever tried anyway is the Seagram's Extra Dry, which I was very pleased with. It's the best-selling gin in America. That doesn't mean it's good, but I was very pleased. I wanted to try the Distiller's Reserve, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that in Louisiana. That's the black and gold label. Okay. So we've got the Brie. And yeah, Louisiana hot sauce. Somebody was saying, Jeff Lyons was saying, with New England beer reviews, what about the, he was saying, what about the Dave's Insanity sauce? I said, well, I'm trying to use both, like some of this and then some of that back and forth so I can use them up, because there's a third hot sauce I have in the pantry I want to try. Alright, so let's see about this morning snack. I usually don't eat snacks. Alright. Yeah, these are okay. Also he said that they get these Carmela up there in New England, New Hampshire. I think for a mid-morning snack, here we are close to 10 a.m. This does very well. I've seen it so often. I went to the Louisiana State University football game. So many people walking around drinking Yuengling, especially Yuengling Light. Tulane, go to tailgating. Tulane University in New Orleans, uptown New Orleans. So much Yuengling Light. People walking around with the bottles and cans. The police prefer you to carry cans. Yes, Yuengling. No, I haven't seen the black and tan, anybody drinking that. But Yuengling Light seems to really be doing well around here, because Louisiana is a light beer state. The biggest beers here are light beers, okay? What are the reasons? I don't know. I guess people like them. And this seems to be catching on. I see people drinking the Yuengling, but I see a lot of Yuengling too, but Yuengling and Yuengling Light at the football games, the draft. So is it exceptional or wonderful or anything? Nah. On my written reviews years ago, I said it was good, you know, in the B range, and I would say yeah. For beer overall, it's a good beer. No weird mouthfeel, no chalkiness, no oddities. In the light beer world, it's up there with your Bud Light, your Coors Light, your Miller Light. Probably not up to the level necessarily of Miller High Life Light or Schaefer Light, which are exceptionally good light beers. Not that you'll ever see them. A lot of people have told me I can't find Schaefer Light and I can't find High Life Light. Yeah, it's a strange thing about these companies. The best stuff they make, you can't get it. Sam Adams Light, man, forget that. I haven't seen that around here in so long. We wanted to do an examination, couldn't find it. Dixie Jazz Amber, well, that's way better than the ones I just mentioned, but then it's way more expensive. So, this is doing very well in Louisiana. Would I buy it again? I wouldn't really buy it again, because I honestly don't buy light beer. I'd certainly buy the traditional lager, even more so the black and tan. And if the Lord Chesterfield ever shows up here, I'll definitely buy that. Some people have some animosity towards that beer. But it's an ale. It's got a different type mouthfeel. It has a different aroma and flavor that is a little challenging for your American style lager drinkers, and they're not used to those Ballantine, Genesee, cream ale, Lord Chesterfield type things. They're a little odd if you're not used to it. But they're A-okay to me. All right. So, it's a nice little lineup here. If anybody watches this and they want to do an online hangout with the Mims Gin, I mean, I can go buy another bottle for the gift. You know, it's so inexpensive. Anyway, I saw Hartley brandy from Italy. 2 bottles for $5. You know, the 200 milliliter bottles, I think. Might have been 400, I can't remember. And they had peach and apple and the regular. And I said, maybe I just said, no, I can't go through that again. I bought that Hartley. Good grief. I said, this is hard liquor that people drink. And I see it everywhere around here. I mean, Louisiana's a poor state. We're not the poorest state in the United States, but we're one of the poorest states. And these kind of like real questionable items, Hartley brandy. I'm not saying that stuff, but I'm talking about the little flasks that the people buy. Crystal Palace gin. All these strange whiskeys. Gee whiz, you just never know. But they sell like crazy around here. But maybe, I don't know, maybe our social, I don't want to say status, our social quality is not ideal. Anyway, y'all come on down to Louisiana.